Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Aina Binti Halif. I'm from BA 2595C. I'm going to talk about the Takaful in Malaysia. Takaful is a term that guarantees each other against loss or damage from a group of participants by contributing a certain amount of contribution or tabarruk to the fund operated by the third party, namely the Takaful operator. Each participant fulfills its obligations. In the case of damage or loss, the Takaful operator will issue funds accordingly to the participants. The first Takaful company was founded in 1985 with the enactment of the Takaful Act 1984. Malaysia continues to grow this industry rapidly by inviting financial institutions around the world to set up Takaful and Retakaful operations in Malaysia to conduct foreign currency business. The first model of Takaful that exists in Malaysia is the Mudarabah model. Mudarabah became the early models in Takaful with the establishment of Takaful Malaysia in 1984. The Mudarabah model was introduced. Mudarabah is a kind of partnership where supply funds are provided by one party while the other provides its expertise and management. The model is based on the sharing of profits and losses between Takaful operators and policy holders. About the loss was not shared by Mudarib. This is because the participant contribution and investment revenue used to pay the claim for the general Takaful fund must cover all losses. The second model is the Wakalah model. Al-Wakalah is a phrase from the root word Wakalah and becoming an agency contract in the Takaful. Cooperative fees sharing exists between participants where the Takaful operator receives payment as an agent for his services and does not contribute or participate in any subscription decision as the participant owns it as a surplus or deficit. Under Wakalah, the operator offers its services as an agent based on fixed fees or percentage such that after paying all the claims, the amount of profit is distributed among the participants according to their contribution. This model is commonly used at present and for instance is used in Takaful Ikhlas in Malaysia. The third model is the Wakalah Wakaf model. The aim of the Wakaf model is to construct a separate body of Sharia that has the capacity to recognize ownership. Initially, shareholders make contributions to create a Wakaf fund. A fair amount calculated by the Sharia scholars may be the donation. The shareholders lost their ownership rights over the Wakaf fund after the formation of the Wakaf fund. They have the right to manage and to establish the fund rules and regulations. The initial donation of the Wakaf fund was invested in a very secure Sharia-compliant investment and the return was used for the benefit of the participants. This model is a mixture of model of Mudarabah and Wakalah and based on the variety of predetermined methods, the assets is distributed between participants and operators. On the other hand, operators earn double profits by charging fixed fees on the Wakalah policy and also gaining a profit share on the Mudarabah policy. The operator therefore has more rights and advantages compared to other models in Takaful. The last model is the hybrid of Wakalah and Mudarabah model. This model incorporates the characteristics of the models of both Wakalah and Mudarabah. The Wakalah principle is applied in the underwriting operations while a Mudarabah contract is used in the Takaful Fund's investment. To contract, which is the Wakalah contract appointing shareholders as wakil to control the funds, were started under the hybrid model. In addition to the Mudarabah arrangement, where the policyholder served as Wabul, the shareholder operator acts as Mudarib to control the assets of the fund on behalf of the participants. If profitable, Mudarib would allocate partial profits to shareholders and partially to policyholders. In Malaysia, as early as 10 years of age, but only with the permission of parents or guardians, the participant age may be part of Takaful contract with their own name. Since reaching the age of 16, he has maximum potential for Takaful or insurance contracts. Another is terminal illness, which prevented that person from dealing in all kinds of transactional activities. An individual suffering from a severe or insane disease, or having been certified by a doctor as a patient who is unable to handle his own affairs or dependent on others for survival under Takaful, included in medical fitness, may be considered unfit to be Takaful policy participant. Meanwhile, debt could also impede a person's legal capacity when he is unable to pay the debt as it falls due, and this fact refers to a state of a person in insolvency or bankruptcy. The latter is authorized where a person wishing to protect certain property or business that is not legally owned by him, it is allowed to enter into Takaful contract. In addition, under Takaful Act 1984, in conduct of Takaful business, there is stated capacity of infants to participate. A person under the age of 18 years shall not have the capacity to enter into contract of Takaful. Under the legal capacity to contract of Takaful in an Islamic jurisprudential consideration, the age factor al-umur, a minor is not able to be a contracting party nor be entrusted to manage his own property unless one has reached the age of rushd as ruled out in the Holy Al-Quran. One of the challenges faced by Takaful operator is legal documentation. Legal documentation is compliance with the rule, where strict observation of the belief law in the documents is required by the belief law. Next is regulatory changes, which regulations form in the industry. The operating model should be based on a contract chosen by the operator of Takaful and accepted by the community of Sharia. Another major problem that could arise is market acceptance of how to draw attention from Takaful operators' participation. The last challenge is creating consumer awareness, which many Muslims live under the misconception that insurance, especially in relation to life insurance, is contrary to Islamic values. Full is an insurance policy complying with Sharia. As many legal systems are still focused on secular general law, there are still many problems and challenges faced by Takaful operators in using the new model in non-Muslim countries and in Islamic countries. The challenges range from legal documentation, regulatory changes, market acceptance, and consumer awareness. The government is committed to promoting Takaful in the context of Malaysia and to make Malaysia a Takaful and Retakaful center in the Southeast Asia. Therefore, in order to be a global competitor and to be the only option among clients between Muslim and non-Muslims, the Takaful industry must adhere to new developments in the global economy. That's all from me. Thank you.